Hello, my name is Leslie Wright, and I am the director and founder of Parties by Leslie Event Planning Company. Oh my goodness, happy birthday, Sade, and what an honor it is to do a training with you today on team building. Oh my goodness, when you're celebrating your birthday, don't you have all your best girlfriends and guy friends around you? Well, that's kind of like building a team for your business. You want to rally the best people that are going to know your brand inside and out. So today I'm taking a small metaphor in how you could approach team building this year. That's right. You may say, Leslie, I just got started. I don't know if I need a team. Or you may have been in business for years and you're doing everything on your own. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a very popular show. That's right, you guys know, and how appropriate for Sade's birthday, the hit show Golden Girls. That's right, y'all remember the characters Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia, where I'm going to take a little bit of their personalities and talk to you about how it could be easily translatable or relatable in your team building. You know, I believe that when you relate things back to what people know, they keep it a little differently in their minds. So are you ready to have fun with this? I am a business owner of over 11 years. I've been consulting businesses all over the country, as well as helping them plan profitable events. And man, let me tell you, you meet a lot of different personalities in the event industry. But learning how to manage different personalities so that everybody comes together on one accord is a skill set that is priceless. So let's get started. You know, when I think about the Golden Girls, my first character that is most memorable, I'm sure, to many of you, is the Golden Girl Blanche. Now, we remember Blanche as being one of the ladies who was outspoken, bold, witty, and loved people, well, in particularly men. But when you are team building, you want to have a Blanche person on your team. Identify who the Blanches are in your life. Who can you put on your team that's always going to be spunky, fresh, and on point? Who's always going to have a bright, bubbly personality and even challenge you a little bit to be the best leader that you can be, right? She also, if you thought about the show, was the owner of the home that the rest of the ladies stayed in. If you remember the storyline of the Golden Girls, the rest of the girls came to stay with Blanche. And so this is going to be an individual who is not always funny and witty, but is also very smart. If you remember some of the episodes, the girls wanted to do wild and outlandish things with their money, with their time, since they were retired. And Blanche would be the one to sit down and say, can we really afford this? You always want to have a person on your team that while it's time to party and have a great time, she also was pretty rational. Now, my next team member is my personal favorite, Dorothy. Dorothy is usually described as the older and wiser one, even by her mother on the show, if you guys remember. But you always want to have someone on your team that's going to be the sound of reason. They're going to be the one that slows you down, that helps you see all the different angles and perspectives of not just what your normal goals are day in and day out, but they're also going to help you figure out what's the goals of everyone on your team. You know, I've been in charge of teams all over the country, even in charge of a few of my own. And one thing that I constantly had to take into consideration was the personality and the individual goals of my team. You know, being even in Mary Kay now and adding so many different hats to my brand, I have learned that if you're not asking what does your team want individually and holistically, you're going to be in the same place year after year after year, and no one got time for that. The next character I love to talk about is Rose. Now, Rose was a hoot, wasn't she? You got to remember Rose. How can you not? With all of her stories of back in the day and where she came from and just normal St. Olaf traditions and things that she would definitely share. And let me tell you something, you need Rose on your team. Rose is going to keep you laughing. She's going to keep you on your feet, but she's also going to keep you very grounded in the rituals, the traditions, and the foundation points that are going to hold your team together during the good and the bad times. You know, Rose would always be the one to rally everyone in the house when there was chaos or a dilemma. she would ask everybody to come together and just talk about it, right? We need a Rose on our team. She's going to be the person that is great at communication. She's going to be great at just saying what's on her mind and dealing with the real. She's going to address the elephant in the room, even if sometimes she takes the risk at being the elephant herself, right? So when you're building a team, you got to have a Rose. Now, how can we ever talk about the genuine Golden Girls without talking about the actual grandmother, right? Sophia. How can we not talk about Sophia? You know, when I first started building Parties by Leslie event planning company, my mother was on my team as well as my brother. You know, I was always seeking higher authority, people who would sit higher with more information. I remember sitting with my mentors in the industry to learn everything that I could. And if you remember Sophia's role in the film is that she would always help them stay anchored and grounded on what they always really knew to do from the very beginning. You want to have someone like that on your team, guys, that you can trust, that can be your confidant. So I want to say a special happy birthday once again to one of the best coaches, and what an honor to be a part of the expert platform for her birthday. I want you guys to go and think about the Golden Girls. Find who your Golden Girls are in your industry. Build a dynamic team where all of the goals and your dreams can really come true this season and this year. Someone is waiting on you to build that golden team. Someone's waiting on you to step into your greatness. And let's face it, you can't build an empire by yourself. Again, I'm Leslie Wright, director and founder of Parties by Leslie event planning company. If you want to reach out to me, I would love to consult you on building your next golden team. Go ahead and email me at partiesbyleslie@gmail.com. That's right. Parties with a Z by Leslie@gmail.com. And again, Sade, happy birthday. Now go build your dream team. Someone's waiting on you to be golden.